What's up, baby? It's Max here, and you're watching Rock Forever magazine.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever magazine, and I am here right now with Max. How's it going?
Good, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. We're here in Orlando. You've been chilling out. Have you done any sightseeing or anything like that?
Bit. Yeah, we went down. We got some breakfast. Went down to a little beautiful lake. My aunt and uncle are here visiting us, so we went to the hotel. It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to get some family here tonight.
Always fun.
And I mean, the line's kind of going around the venue tonight, so I think it's going to be a good one, huh?
I'm very excited. Yeah, this one's been sold out since before the tour started, which is super awesome for Hoodie and everything. It's awesome.
It's going to be a big show.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with some Finish the Sentence for you, so these should be fun.
Yeah.
Now, the craziest fan experience happened when?
Craziest fan experience happened a couple of years ago. I'd say one of my favorites. It's not even a crazy fan experience, but it was one of my first shows. And this girl in the front row had this really enormous fake flower with a monkey on it. And in the middle of this song, she gave it to me in the middle of this song, and I finished the whole song with it and sang it to her. And that was cool. It was one of my first, whoa, this is the fourth wall. You're giving something from the audience. It's fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's special. Do you get stuff thrown on stage often? Is that a normal thing?
This tour has definitely been a very wild experience, and there's lots of bras being thrown and cakes. We throw cakes. Hoodie at the end of the show, he does a jump rope with all of the bras. I've never been on a tour like this, but it's been super amazing, and I've had the best time. Yeah.
I really hope he does the jump rope tonight, because I need to witness that. And next one, your go-to dance move is?
Go-to dance move would be I knee wiggle. I wiggle my knees. I don't even know how to, what to call it, but I just get into it.
Yeah.
Just move a lot.
Just feeling the music, you start wiggling your knees, and that's when it gets real.
That's pretty much when it gets real, exactly.
And now the most nostalgic song in your music library is?
The most nostalgic song is probably Isn't She Lovely? Stevie Wonder. I love that song.
Man,
yeah.
I've never thought about that one. That's a great choice. And last one, you were the most starstruck when you met?
I was probably the most starstruck when I met Stevie Wonder. That was probably the craziest. I didn't even really meet him, but I was working with Pharrell on a couple of the songs in the album I've been working on, and he was working with Snoop Dogg at the same time in the same studio, and Stevie Wonder came in and recorded a song for Snoop Dogg's record, and I got to watch that and see him just sing and play the harmonica in the booth, and not even meeting him, but just being in the same studio, it was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, not only did you get to see him in that environment, but I mean, it wasn't in the public eye on a red carpet. I mean, it was very intimate, it sounds.
So intimate, yeah. It was just me and Pharrell and Snoop Dogg and 6 other people, and it was a very surreal moment. It was amazing.
How'd you keep your composure? I could never.
I was just
yeah, but we need to hold up for a second until I move to my next question. Working with Pharrell, how did that happen? How's that going?
It came from a few different places, but mainly his wife, who's the bomb. She saw a cover I did with my boy Kurt of Blurred Lines, and she showed Pharrell, and he wanted to work together, which was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you working with anyone else on the album, or has it just been?
Yeah, no, I did a few songs with him. Been working with a ton of different producers and stuff, and Hoodie's on a song, which I'm super excited about, and it's been awesome. I've been working a lot with this guy Tim Armstrong from a band called Rancid, and it's been a very diverse mix of producers and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting so pumped right now. This is gonna be amazing. And so for anybody who hasn't heard your music yet or isn't too familiar with you, what's the number one thing you want them to know about you?
I'd say it's always, I always want my music to be about the soul, whether that is the genre, the style of soul, or just coming from the deepest place I can. I think for me that's what's most important in my music and for people to hear it. But in any music I really love, when the soul's there, when the passion's there, I feel like it connects with you so much more so than stuff that's just fluff.
Right.
Yeah.
So how are you incorporating that soul in your music? How about lyrically? What's inspiring you?
I always take from real experiences. I feel like, whether it's one of mine or a good friend of mine's, and I think that's so important with any artist or band's career. You just respond to it. You feel that it's coming from a real place, that the story is authentic, and that's definitely something I've been trying to work towards the most with all my songs, my wands.
And this album, I heard you're planning on releasing it independently.
We'll see. We'll see. Things have changed since I did a Kickstarter a little while ago, and that was amazing. And I just calling upon people that support me the most to make it happen, and that has definitely made so many other things happen. And working with Pharrell, these things definitely happened from that. But definitely things have. There's lots of new announcements coming in the new year that I'm very excited for.
I I mean, if you want to start announcing now, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely do another one.
I
I can
yeah.
say everything.
No suspense or anything now.
Totally.
No, but this album is in the works right now, and you're
Yeah.
saying it was fan funded, and this is your big debut, really.
Yeah, totally.
So are you feeling any pressure with this all happening at once?
Totally. I mean, I've been working on it for however many years now, like almost going on 3 years, which is so long. I put out this EP, the same Max EP, a little while ago, which was great to give a taste of the music to all these wonderful people who've been waiting.
Yeah.
But the album definitely, it's definitely, I want people to get it, but I want it to be the best it can be. I want it to be an album I put out and then last for however many years and tour with it and get to tour new countries and whatever else. So it's definitely so important to always, I want it to be the best music can be. And even if I could throw an album out right now, we've done, 100-something songs for it. I want it to be the best 10 or 12 songs,
Absolutely. And it sounds like you are going through a lot of changes, as you're saying, within your business, your career happening. So how is the music going to compare to everything we've heard from you in the past?
I'd say it's all it just keeps going more down that soul genre path, but very similar. Like the same Max EP, I would say, is a very, very good representation of what the album is to come. More stuff in that way. I'm really excited. It's definitely evolved, but I really want to stay true to what I've always tried to portray in my music.
Yeah. And so with all this talk, do you know when we're going to get to hear the music? Is there a time span?
Very soon. The start of the new year, there's going to be a bunch of new stuff.
Okay.
So
counting down the days now, like New Year's Eve, I'm going to expect something new. No pressure there. And you are on tour with Hoodie Allen right now, as we were saying. What has been the most memorable moment of the tour so far?
It's so tough. There's been so many amazing moments. Probably playing at Madison Square Garden was a dream come true. It was just the whole experience and my hometown and playing a place I've always dreamed of. That was incredible with him. And getting to share the stage with him, we've become such good friends. We've always been good friends, but this tour has definitely got us even closer. And sharing that stage and knowing that, this has been his dream as well is really special.
And I think playing Madison Square Garden is something that so many artists just imagine and sort of visualize for so long. So how did the experience compare to how you always sort of thought it would be?
It was just crazy. I mean, it was, I think there were like 4,000 people there that night, which was awesome. And it was just so, I couldn't even dreamed of what it would be like, because, I know it's not the main room of Madison Square Garden, it's the theater, as people say, but just being in that space and walking through the security and then be like, oh, you're playing the gig tonight. It was, going from like a 7-year-old kid seeing all the shows there to that. It was incredible. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I can tell you're really focusing on your music right now, but you also did some acting in the past. We can't forget about that. So have you thought about any other projects in the works, or is there anything planned?
I have a movie that is coming out more broadly in the new year as well. It just came out in a festival, but it's called Love and Mercy. It's about the Beach Boys. And it's about Brian Wilson, who from the Beach Boys, his life. And it's got a great cast. It's got Paul Dano, John Cusack, Paul Giamatti, Elizabeth Banks, and a bunch more. And it's about Brian Wilson's life, and it jumps between the beginnings of the Beach Boys and when he's a bit older and is going through a very tough time with this therapist and such. I got to mostly work with Paul Dano, and he's one of my favorite young actors out there, man. He was incredible. We did have 4 scenes together, and I played this guy Van Dyke Parks, who is a still relevant producer this day and age. He's killing it. He does a lot of stuff with Kimbra and stuff, which is awesome. I love her. So getting to play, he was my first role I've played with a person who's alive right now and doing their things. Yeah, right. So I just watched, spent like a month watching videos of him and reading about him, and I'm really excited. I haven't even seen the movie yet. I'm really excited to see it and have people see it.
Yeah, so how do you think you're matching up to the real guy? How did that go?
I don't know. I gotta see it. It's so what you think is going on and what actually is portrayed is sometimes totally different. So I'm excited because it's definitely one of those things where, I want to see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Does he think that he's like that or whatever else?
That would be interesting.
But I had a great time. He's such an interesting guy that it was really exciting to dive into him and find the quirks in his personality and portray those.
Yeah, so we've got the movie, we've got the new music coming soon. Are there any other plans for 2015 that you'd like to share? Or
lots of new videos. We're doing a lot of stuff with Kurt and always doing stuff with him and trying to find new ways to one-up our last videos, which is always fun. And besides that, tons of new music, lots of very exciting announcements, like I said. I'm excited to say them. And definitely more acting stuff. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've been auditioning, so.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for hanging out. Always great talking to you. And everybody watching, make sure you check out Max. You can check out his YouTube videos, music on iTunes, all that good stuff. Subscribe for more interviews, and I'll catch you later. Bye.
Thanks, baby.